welcome to That Wrestling Show, the podcast where all pro wrestling matters. And we have our busiest weekend in quite a long time, and we're going to preview that today. Plus, we're going to talk about the wrestling news going on. I'm going to continue my quest of figuring out what shows Fro has watched or not. And I have a surprise for Fro coming up a little bit later on. How you doing this week, Fro?
Pew 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 pew. Hello,
I
everybody.
want your fireworks this week.
Baby, I'm your firework. Me and Katy Perry.
Oh boy, you're not the father, are you?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're royal.
Have you seen him? Do you know who he is?
Yeah, it's Orlando Bloom.
Yes. Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom and Onion.
It's such a weird couple. Like, how did they meet?
Yeah, I wonder that too.
Yeah, like, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom hangs out in the same circles.
Yeah, that's not one that I would have expected.
No, but she is expecting. See what I did there?
Now before we get into the news of the week and all that, I promised you guys last week an announcement.
Oh yeah.
And by Joe and Fro, when I say I'm going to make an announcement, I'm going to make an announcement.
Ooh.
So, Fro, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
You listen to a lot of podcasts, and I
never listened to a podcast in my entire life.
You're a liar.
I am.
Tell me.
Tell me lies. Yes.
Tell me some of the things that the podcasts that you and I might listen to plug on their shows.
What do you mean?
Like, do they plug Patreon? Do they plug other websites? Do they plug merchandise?
Yeah, sure.
Well, after damn too long, folks, That Wrestling Show is now selling merchandise.
Pew, 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 pew. Cool.
And it is, and I will put the link not only in our Facebook group, but I'm going to put it all over the place to make sure you guys get these. It is teespring.com/stores/That Wrestling Show podcast. I'll put the link up. But let me tell you what we got up right now.
Can you please send me the link right now so I can watch this?
Right now.
So I can see this?
We're going to start. We don't have a lot, which is okay. We have shirts for sale. Now, Fro,
Cool.
how much would you pay for a t-shirt with our logo on it?
$20!
We're selling our t-shirts for $15.
That's a steal!
It is.
See what I did there? Yes.
And we have it in two colors, gray and blue. And for the little kids, we're selling stickers too. How much would you pay for a sticker?
$20!
We're selling them for $3.
Wow!
And we also have a bigger size for $4. But still, we have merchandise right now. It is teespring.com/stores/That Wrestling Show podcast.
Why didn't you send me the link so I can see the designs?
I did.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, then you sent it to the wrong person.
What?
I didn't get any.
Yes, you did.
No.
The link is right there.
I don't see it. I'm not joking.
Let me paste. Oh, dear Lord. Let's try again.
Hello, I will say in the chat.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see it. I sent it to you.
I don't see it.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
Where did you send it? Did you send it with a pigeon?
Gosh.
An invisible pigeon.
Do you see the picture with the logo on it?
No.
Do you see a link
want-
at all?
No.
Let me
I will
try.
take a
Let me
screen.
type something real
I
quick.
will take a screenshot if you don't believe me.
Please, I want to see this. This is pretty funny.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Welcome to technology. This feels like a pay-per-view I did not that long time ago.
Yeah. So anyway, teespring.com/stores.
See?
Yeah, I see it. Wow.
There's no link there.
That's odd. That's very odd. All right. Well, we got to keep moving forward here.
Yes.
With the show because we can't.
But go to a website where Fro can't even go.
Yes. Go to the website that Fro cannot even get on.
Wow.
Okay. So let's get into the news and Fro. Stop me when you've heard this sentence before. Sonny got arrested this week.
Wow, what a surprise.
Yeah, this is this one could cost her big time. Earlier in the week, Tammy Sitch was arrested on Monday in New Jersey. She is charged with the following: operating a motor vehicle during a second license suspension, eluding a police officer, and contempt violation of a domestic violence restraining order. The state of Pennsylvania has issued a bench warrant authorizing her arrest. PWInsider.com has confirmed. The bench warrant comes one day after a motion was filed to revoke Sitch's February 2020 parole. So basically, honestly, I don't hope for any ill will, but I really hope Sonny just is there for a while, gets everything together, because she's been going crazy these last couple of months. So hopefully she'll get the help that she needs, and everything will be all right. Wednesday was a very good week for AEW.
It was.
As they won in both overnight viewers and the key demographics.
I'm very happy that they won both.
They kicked NXT's ass this week.
But I have to say that.
You have to say what? Uh-oh. Did we lose Fro? Oh, we lost Fro! Oh, no. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, we lost you for a minute.
Oh, I said I thought NXT was a very good program.
Well, I'll tell you, the NXT audience went down 128,000 in the audience.
Ooh.
And did a .14 in the 18 to 49 rating. Meanwhile,
wow.
AEW went up to 788,000 and had a .29 rating, and AEW finished in the top 5 of primetime cable shows this week.
Nice.
On Wednesday nights. Meanwhile, NXT finished in 49th.
Wow. Yeah, but it was a good show. I thought AEW whipped NXT's ass.
Oh yeah, they did.
It was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think all around AEW was the better show
Oh, by far.
this week. Not saying that NXT wasn't good. I mean, it was
No,
good,
no, it was good.
but I think the difference was AEW had a main event, a big main event with Moxley and Cage,
Mm-hmm.
where with NXT, and again, this is no disrespect to women wrestlers, their main event was sort of anticlimactic. You sort of knew who was going
Okay.
to win
Right.
that match. Not saying that it wasn't a good match, but still.
No, it was a good match.
You know, it's just AEW was just all over the place. And Chris Jericho, oh my gosh.
I love him.
He had one of the greatest lines I think I've ever heard in my life. Because for those who didn't watch, Excalibur was promoting something on shopaew.com, and Jericho was like, "Yeah, go to shopaew.com for my foot up your ass."
That was very good.
Oh, that was great. That sounded like Red from that '70s show with that line.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just need to get the actor that played Red on that '70s show to read that. Put my foot up your ass. Oh my goodness. But no, AEW had a really good week. You know, I'll tell you, I'm not really sure what you thought about this.
Mm.
This is going to transition into Raw a little bit. I thought the best match on TV this week was the women's tag team title match.
Okay.
Sasha and Bayley against Kabuki Warriors.
Okay.
I
didn't see.
Oh, go out of your way to see that. That was a good main event to watch. I mean, yes, it was the go-home show to the pay-per-view with 17 different names for it, which we'll get to a little later on. But
what are you talking about?
But no,
I literally can't wait for Sunday. I have never. I don't think I have been this happy about anything in a very long time.
But no, check it out. Kabuki Warriors Bayley Sasha was a great main event for that Raw. Maybe the best match I saw on TV this week. Maybe.
Really? Okay.
Now, of course, I'm saying that because they had the lowest rating ever for a Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
The lowest ratings ever.
Well, I don't watch it, so I totally understand why.
Well, let me pull it up, and I'll tell you how bad it was. And this is always something fun, because it's like, oh, well, it's the lowest for a holiday episode. This was not a holiday episode of Raw. This was the go-home show for your pay-per-view that, you know, is this Sunday.
But let's be honest. Nobody is thinking that is going to be a good pay-per-view.
They did overnight 1,561,000. That's the average audience for Raw this week.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Here's how it went.
Like I said, there's nobody that believes that it's going to believes that it's going to be a good pay-per-view. So nobody's interested in the product.
Here's the hour by hour, bro. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hour 1 was 1,580,000. Hour 2 was 1,599,000. Hour 3 was 1,504,000.
Wow.
So the last hour, they lost 95,000 viewers.
That is some.
It's quite scary. It is not only is it the lowest rating ever, it's
Right.
the lowest rating they've had since they started at the Performance Center. And this has been going on for 4 months.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. That they are struggling. I'm not going to pretend that I am not happy.
But Fro, they haven't had an average audience of 2 million or more since the night after WrestleMania.
Right.
That's that is in itself scary.
It should be scary for them.
It is. I'd be scared to death. But it's USA Network. And USA Network is
nobody
like,
cares.
We got your back.
Yeah.
But you guys want to know what is scary? Fro and the amount of television shows he's watched.
That is scary.
I am ready to do yet another round of me guessing if Fro watches these shows or not.
Yeah?
I am ready.
Well, what was the last show we did last week?
We went up to 150?
I think so as well. Yes, Battlestar Galactica, yes. I remember because the last one was Father Ted. Yep, that looks correct. Okay. Mind Your Language from 1977. That was correct, maybe.
I'm going to say no.
No. Formula One, Drive to Survive.
No, you're not a sports person.
I so totally don't care.
See?
Yeah. North and South, the 2004 version.
Ooh. I'm going to say no.
No. Making a Murderer.
Making a mirror?
Murderer.
Oh, murderer. I thought you said mirror.
Yes, Making a Mirror.
All right.
Coming to Netflix soon.
Exactly. You know what? I'm going to say yes, because we've had 3 no's in a row to start.
Of course I have. Okay. Have I watched Haiku from 2014?
No.
Nope. Yes, Minister from 1980.
Sounds like a Fro show, but I'm going to say no.
It sounds like a Fro show because it is a Fro show. The Newsroom.
Yeah, I'll say you have seen that.
Yeah, one of the most underrated television shows of all time, if you ask me. Okay, are you ready for a Turkish title? Behat si berankar polisizai.
I'm going to say no.
Nope. And with an A-E, sorry. And with an E.
No.
Nope. Monster, 2004.
I'm going to say you have seen that.
I actually have to look. What kind of show is that? Oh, it's an anime. No.
Oh, damn.
Sorry. Spaced.
No.
Yeah, sorry. Punkyard.
No.
From 2020 now.
No.
Ombre from 2014.
No.
Nope. Libéraux de Legends.
No.
I have watched the Legends. Second Spring.
Yes.
Yep. Brass Eye.
Brass Yes?
Nope. Controversial spoof of current affairs, television, and the role of celebrities in the UK. Never heard of. Perot.
No.
What? You really think I never seen Perot? Hercule Perot? Are you sure?
I'm going to say no.
Is that your final answer? Sorry, I've seen it all. Okay, I'm very happy to say that 168 on the list is actually a Norwegian television show, and it's called Scum.
I'm going to say you've seen that.
Of course I have seen Scum. Everybody in the world has seen Scum. Dragon Ball from 1986.
No.
Nope. El Chavo del Ocho from 1972.
No.
We're getting to things I have not watched there, I see. Justified.
No.
I have seen Justified. That's a show I think you would like, actually. It's very, very good.
Right.
Okay, Justice League.
I'm going to say you've seen that.
Fuck no. The Great British Bake Off.
Yes.
Yep. Full Metal Alchemist.
No.
Nope. From Earth to the Moon from 1998.
No. No.
Nope. Normal People. 2020.
I'm going to say no.
I have.
No.
Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Yeah, that very sounds like a Fro show there. No.
Boardwalk Empire.
Yes.
Oh, so good. Adventure Time.
Yes.
Yep. Shameless.
Yes.
Yep. Dragon Ball from 1995.
No.
No. Sacred Game.
Sacred Game?
Games. Games.
No.
I have. The Bugs Bunny / Road Runner Hour from 1968.
Basically, they're Looney Tune cartoons, so I'm just going to say yes.
Yeah, I have. Samurai Champloo from 2004.
No.
No. Doctor Who, the 2005 version.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, yes, Prime Minister.
Yeah, I'll say you've seen that.
Love, Death, and Robots.
Wow. Yes.
Yes. Flight of the Conchords.
Yes.
Yep. Satyev Yatiyeye.
I'm going to say no.
No. Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yes. Come on.
Oh, come on. Twin Peaks.
Yes.
Yep. The Untold History of the United States.
I'm going to say yes.
I have. Mr. Bean.
Yes.
Who has not seen
Exactly.
Mr. Bean?
Who has not seen Mr. Bean?
Sheep Table from 2015.
No.
Nope. The Defiant Ones from 2017.
Yeah.
I have. Coupling from 2000.
Yes.
The American version. Yes. The It Crowd.
The what crowd?
The It. IT crowd.
Okay. I'm going to say yes.
I have. Generation Kill.
No.
I have.
Oh.
Letterkenny.
No.
Do you know what? I think I've tried at least 5 times to get into that show. I never did.
Okay.
And lastly, but not least, Pose.
That's a new show, isn't it?
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I've seen the first season.
Right.
Not a huge fan.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. Couple of something. Well, actually, I want to bring up New Japan real quick because
Sure.
they had quite an interesting weekend last week, and some fans were a little thrown off, I think, by what happened because Evil won the New Japan Cup
Mm-hmm.
and then joined the Bullet Club at the
Mm-hmm.
end of New Japan Cup, and then Sunday wins both the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental title from Tetsuya Naito.
Let's go back a little. Didn't I say this was going to happen?
I believe, if I remember correctly, I was the one that said Evil would win the New Japan Cup.
But I said, oh yeah, but I said if he would win, he would win both.
So, in a way,
We were both right.
we were both right. All right, well, let me ask you this, because it's been about a week,
Mm.
and I think people have been able to digest what has happened. How do you feel about Evil going to Bullet Club number 1 and number 2 now being the heavyweight champion for IWGP?
He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So why would I be unhappy? I like him as a heel as well.
Well, I mean, maybe you thought, he'd always be in Los Ingobernables.
No,
No, never thought. Okay.
I don't really. I'm not a big faction guy. I think
Right.
it's more fun when people go over and all of a sudden it's for the other team. It made sense as well,
Yeah.
storyline wise.
Yeah. I had no problem with him. I had no problem with him joining Bullet Club number 1. I was a little surprised they put the belt on Evil, but he's very good in the ring. And
He's one of the best wrestlers wrestling, if you ask me.
And you're in a position right now. Basically, any wrestling promotion that is working right now, be it WWE, AEW, New Japan, they're in a position right now where they're all in a handicap. And the handicap is they don't have their full talent, their full roster of talent with them.
Right.
And you have to make new stars while people are gone. WWE, I would say the only one that they've done successfully is Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I would love to say Otis, but they haven't done anything with Otis lately.
Right.
AEW, I mean, I can't really pinpoint yet who it could be or who it is.
No.
But I think they're going to get there eventually.
Well, definitely.
New Japan is in the they have the worst handicap of the 3 for a number of reasons. And one of them is they can't have their gaijin, their foreign talent, come over to Japan right now. And if they do come, they have to be in quarantine for 2 weeks before they can even join the roster, before they can even tour with them. Which is why we don't have Jay White. We don't have Kenta. Kenta is in Florida with his family. We don't have the Gorillas of Destiny. We don't have Bad Luck Fale. And right now, you are basically putting your faith, and it's good faith too, by the way, on your Japanese wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a tremendous opportunity for a guy like Evil to have the chance to be the top guy there. And I think he can do it. He just needs the right dance partners. Is where I see it. So I'm not going to say New Japan did anything wrong. They're taking a risk with the roster they have. And if it works, this is going to be looked back on as this was something amazing they did. If they fail, it's not going to be the end of the promotion, but it's going to be a part of the New Japan history that I think people are going to want to forget. That's how I look at it.
I always had the very respect for them, and I do think that they, with this putting it on Evil has been a very good front person for that company, at least for me. I mean, like I said, he's one of my favorite wrestlers right now, and I think he will blossom under this pressure. I'm not worried at all, to be honest.
And his first defense of both the heavyweight and intercontinental title will be July 25th against Hiromu Takahashi.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see how it goes.
Where he definitely will win, by the way.
Oh God, yeah. I can't see him losing his first defense.
No.
I really
do you think he's going? Which title do you think he's going to lose first? I would say the Intercontinental one, but
yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
I would. The instinct right away is Intercontinental title, but
yeah, it is. Yeah.
But they could have him drop the heavyweight first. I don't know. I'll just have to wait.
It depends. It depends against who, I guess.
That's another thing.
Right.
That's a big thing right there.
And also that they are doing all their story building on the pay-per-views is it's kind of both hurting them and helping them in a situation where they are now because of the COVID-19.
Right.
So. Anyway.
Yes, anyways. Okay, now this story came up a couple days ago. And this was just a very interesting story. So, during the week, on the Hannibal YouTube channel, there's a Canadian wrestler named Hannibal. He interviews a bunch of wrestlers. He had Raven on. And Raven brought up the NWA. And he said that he had heard that Billy Corgan was going to shut down the NWA, that he was going to close it, which had a bunch of people, especially NWA fans, worried. And they were a promotion before the pandemic hit that was starting to gain some momentum. They had the weekly YouTube show. They were going to have the Crockett Cup in the middle of April, which was going to be the big rematch with Marty Scurll and Nick Aldis. And then everybody shut down, and then the speaking out movement came and Dave Lagana resigned from his position. So, yesterday, Billy Corgan released a statement on his Instagram account about the rumors of the NWA closing. I would like to read the quote. Billy says, "A quick note about the National Wrestling Alliance, which I fought for and won ownership of a few years ago. We are not shutting down. So please disregard any and all rumor to effect. The NWA is not and will not be for sale, and those talent who are under contract remain under contract for a reason, which is that we at the NWA are trying to figure out a way to provide our great fans with wrestling content in a very, very tough environment. And, most importantly, keep our talent safe and the standard of production you've come to expect from us at a high level. Anything less, in my opinion, is unacceptable. So yes, appreciate the interest, appreciate the chatter, but don't appreciate the unsourced rumors and speculation."
I like this. This is very strong, and it comes in a place, and it comes where there is no more speculation now.
Yeah.
It is very, very, very timely.
And I want to say with Raven, because I don't have anything against Raven, but when he said that they were closing, I was like, wait a minute, Billy would have said something, by now about this. And I my thought was the only person that's going to say something, if anything, is Billy Corgan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that he came. I'm glad that he said something and put it out there and was like, no, we're not going to close. So, bravo to Billy Corgan for coming right out right away. And bravo for what he did and what he said. So, we don't have to speculate for a long period of time if
I agree.
the way it was going to continue or not.
Yeah. Now it's the perfect timing, and I think it's the right move.
Mm-hmm. So now we have to wait to see when they're going to come back. Because...
yeah, it's a matter of timing. I mean, they can't go before they feel it's safe. And different companies have different feelings when that is.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, right now, I don't think is the right time for them. Eventually, they're going to have to go, but it's a question of when do you go?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Let me take a drink, and then I'll tell you what I got here, Fro.
Please do. While Bill takes a drink, I can remind you that please be safe by not drink and driving.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with those bars being open.
Mm-hmm.
So, Fro, guess what I got in the mail the other day?
My stool sample that you asked for.
Yeah, how did you know?
I don't know.
No, I got the latest edition, Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine.
Yeehaw!
And in the issue, with Charlotte Flair on the front cover, is the annual PWI poll.
Let's do it.
for those of you that are new, this has become an annual tradition where Fro will be representing Fro, and I will be asking him the same 50 questions that people from PW or from Pro Wrestling Illustrated asked subscribers of the magazine. These same 50 questions. And we will give you the results so you guys can join in if you want, listening to this. So, Fro, if you are ready, actually, you know what? Let me get another bottle of water to be safe. Why don't you entertain it real quick?
So let me entertain you. Remember to drive safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive.
All right.
Are you back?
I am back. So let us begin. Question 1.
Yeah. Okay, dearly beloved.
Dearly beloved, you're gathered here today to give Fro's opinions on professional wrestling.
Yes.
Who is, pound for pound, the best male wrestler in the world?
Oh. Velveteen Dream.
Why do I always know you're going to say that? 26% said Adam Cole.
Okay.
Will Ospreay 19, Daniel Bryan 17, Okada 15, AJ Styles 8, Kenny Omega 7.
Okay.
Who is, pound for pound, the best female wrestler in the world?
Well, the obvious answer is not there. But my answer is AEW, and her name is Emma. But
Allie.
Or it's Allie, sorry. But I'm going to guess it's Flair.
24% said Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, that is actually the correct answer, thinking about it.
19% said Becky Lynch, 17% said Riho, 11% said Shayna Baszler, 8% said Asuka, right. 7% said Charlotte, and 5% said Rhea Ripley.
How sad is it that I was thinking, Tessa Blanchard? No, it's probably not her because of how bitch she's being.
We got to remember that, they did all this before.
Right. But I was like, yeah, no, it's probably not that.
Right. If you could watch the matches of only one active wrestler, whom would you choose?
Of an active wrestler? Well, without saying, this is hard. I probably would pick somebody that has had a lot of matches behind them then, because I want a big library of matches. Who's old and has wrestled a lot of good matches? Does The Undertaker count?
No.
He's not active?
The key word is active.
Yeah. I don't really know. Give me without giving me the percentages. Who's on the list?
Okay. I'm going to go out of order so you don't know who.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch, Cody, Okada, Kenny Omega, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan.
Okada.
All right. 23% said Gargano.
Oh, really? Okay.
Adam Cole was at 20, Cody Rhodes 17, Okada 12, Omega 8, Lynch and Daniel Bryan were at 6%.
I think I picked Okada because that's maybe who I'm least have seen matches of,
Mm-hmm.
and I like him.
Right. Okay. Is wrestling better or worse than it was 5 years ago?
Worse.
Really? Okay. Well,
5 years ago, yeah.
but from 5 years ago to today.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, 91% say that it is better
Wow.
than it was 5 years ago. 9% say it was worse. Okay, Fro, this next one, you're going to have to do a little bit of work.
Okay.
I want you to rank. This is in no order, but I want you to rank
Okay.
the 5 most prestigious championships in wrestling right now.
WWE Heavyweight, WWE Universal, WWE Women's Championship, AEW Championship, Heavyweight, or whatever it's called. The Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell you that you got 3 of the 5
Oh.
on that one. The WWE Heavyweight and Universal title both got 100%
Wow.
in that one. The IWGP Heavyweight title got 90%. The AEW World title got 80%. And the NXT title got 70%. All right. What is wrestling's most devastating finishing maneuver?
Even though I really, really hate him.
Hmm?
Even though I really, really hate him,
Mm-hmm.
I think I really like the RKO.
Okay.
Like, I think it's a good move. I just wish he didn't do it.
Right. 21% said the Judas effect from Chris Jericho. 19% say the paradigm shift. 18% say the RKO. 12% say the Claymore kick. And 11% said the Rainmaker and the One-Winged Angel. Okay, who is the best male brawler?
That's the groundwork, right?
Yeah, it's fighting, basically. Who's the best male fighter?
Okada. Yeah, I'm going to go with Okada.
28% said John Moxley.
That's a very good answer.
24 said Jericho. 14 said Tomohiro Ishii. 10 said Sami Callihan. 9 said Walter. 8 said PCO. Okay, who is the best female brawler?
Can I get the women, please?
Becky Lynch, Thunder Rosa, Asuka, Dakota Kai, Nyla Rose, Shayna Baszler.
Well, it's not Baszler, that's for sure. I will go with Becky Lynch.
Okay. 24% said Asuka is the best.
Okay.
Nyla Rose at 23, Becky Lynch 21, so those 3 were really close. Dakota Kai 9, Shayna 6, Thunder Rosa 5%.
I would put Thunder Rosa before Shayna, to be honest.
Alright. Who is the best male aerialist? Basically, who's the best high flyer?
Right, high flyer. Oh my God, there are so many to pick from. Evan Bourne. Now, that would be funny. Remember Evan Bourne?
I mean, if I'd asked you that about 5 years ago, you probably would
Yeah.
have had him on there.
Yeah, probably. Holy moly! I'm sure all of them are Japanese wrestlers. Give me the list.
The Young Bucks, yeah, they're very
Oh.
Japanese.
Really?
Bandito,
Yeah.
Ray Phoenix, Ricochet, Hiromu Takahashi, Will Ospreay.
Osprey.
25% think Ray Phoenix is the best male aerialist.
Mm-mm.
23% say Will Ospreay. 20 for Ricochet. 11 for the Young Bucks. 6 for Hiromu Takahashi. 5 for Bandito. Okay. Who is the best female aerialist?
No clue.
Alright, I'll give you the list. Bianca Belair, Chris Statlander, Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, Charlotte Flair, Riho, and Mayu Iwatani.
Io Shirai.
21% said Io Shirai.
Yeah. She's amazing.
Rio is at 18, Kairi Sane 17, Charlotte 14, Bianca 10, Chris Statlander and Mayu Iwatani at 6%. Who is the best male technical wrestler?
Daniel Bryan.
24% said Daniel Bryan. 21% said Zack Sabre Jr., 16 said Roderick Strong, 10 said Jonathan Gresham, 9 say Matt Riddle, 6 Pete Dunne, 5 Drew Gulak. Who is the best female technical wrestler?
Becky Lynch.
26% said Shayna Baszler.
Oh. Wow.
21% said Asuka, 17% Tessa Blanchard, 15 Mayu Iwatani, 6% Hikaru Shida, 5 Layla Hirsch, 4% Jordan Grace.
Okay.
Okay. Which wrestler currently with Raw will be the next to become a major star?
Well, I don't watch Raw, so this is going to be very hard. I have no clue. Give me the list.
Angel Garza, Andrade, Aleister Black, Liv Morgan, Montez Ford, Murphy.
Can you say that list one more time, please?
Angel Garza, Montez Ford, Andrade, Aleister
Yeah,
Black.
I will go. Yeah, Aleister Black. Yeah.
25% said Aleister Black.
He has something. They
got
just need to stop that vampire gimmick.
22% said Andrade, 18 Murphy, 13 Angel Garza, 8 Montez Ford, 5 Liv Morgan.
They are booking him weird. That's not really his fault.
Which wrestler currently with SmackDown will be the next to become a major star?
Well, guess what? You have to give me the list again.
All right. You have the option of Shorty G, Lacey Evans, Otis, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, and Elias.
Elias.
You saying Elias?
18%
18% said Lacey Evans.
Holy shit, that's too high.
17% said Sonya Deville, 15 for Otis and Shorty G, 13 for Big E, 11 for Elias, 3% for Mandy Rose. Okay, which wrestler currently with NXT will be the next to become a major star?
Well, that is very, very easy for me to say because I really, really love him. So do I even have to say his name?
I'll just say it. Velveteen Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we actually had a tie.
Okay.
Matt Riddle and Keith Lee both at 24%.
I can understand that.
Cameron Grimes at 11, Damian Priest 10, Isaiah Scott 9, Candice LeRae 7, Bronson Reed 6, and Dakota Kai at 3. Okay?
Okay.
Who is the most underrated male wrestler in the world right now?
That is a hard one. The thing with underrated wrestlers is that if you think of them, they are not really that underrated because then you have them in your mind. So the list itself makes it kind of weird because you have to think of obscure people that I don't use a lot.
Right.
But Jobber McJobberson in Raw and SmackDown, I guess. Now, give me the list.
Cesaro, Harry Smith, Ricochet, Shorty G, Shelton Benjamin, Nick Aldis.
Oh, Nick Aldis, they never use. That's a good one.
Is that your pick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. 31% think Ricochet is the most underrated wrestler in the world.
Is he underrated, though?
Underrated.
Yeah, do you think he's underrated? I think he gets a lot of...
But he should be used
underrated.
26% say Shorty G, 14 Cesaro, 11 Nick Aldis, 8 Harry Smith, 6 Shelton Benjamin. Who is the most underrated female wrestler in the world?
Well, that is also very easy for me to say because she's on AEW and never gets
Alex.
matches.
Yeah. Well, 20% think Toni Storm is the most underrated.
Wow, that is a name that I didn't think was going to be there.
17,
Toni Storm,
Toni
really?
Storm, yeah.
Wow.
17
Okay.
say Natalia, 16 Mercedes Martinez, 15 Naomi, 12 Ruby Riott, 9 Candice LeRae, 5 Kelly Klein. I wasn't even sure that she was still wrestling. 3 said Big Swole.
Okay.
Who is the most overrated male wrestler in the world?
Goldberg. Brock Lesnar.
22% think King Corbin is the most overrated. 20% say Seth Rollins, 18 Bray Wyatt, 15 Brock Lesnar, 10 Roman Reigns, 7 Kenny Omega, and 6 the Young Bucks. Who is the most overrated female wrestler in the world?
Flair.
33% said Charlotte Flair is the most overrated. 21% said Becky Lynch. That surprises me.
Wow. That's fine.
15% say Bayley, 14% Nyla Rose, 7% Chris Statlander, and 4% Shayna Baszler. Okay. Who is wrestling's sexiest woman?
Awesome con. Most sexy.
The sexiest.
I'm not single, so I don't really try to think about girls. I don't really know. Give me who's on the list.
Lana, Becky Lynch, Kairi Sane, Alexa Bliss, Mandy Rose, Allie, Bianca Belair, and Brandy Rhodes.
Alias on the list. Guess
Allie
what?
on the list.
Guess what? I'm going with Ali.
Well, 21% think Brandy Rhodes is the sexiest woman in wrestling. 19% said Mandy Rose, 17 Becky Lynch, 15 Lana, 10 said Allie, so you got a good representation there. 6 said Alexa Bliss, 5 Bianca Belair, 4 Kairi Sane. Real quick, do you remember who was number 1 on that last year?
No.
Liv Morgan.
Oh, that's. Aw.
Not even in the top 8. Poor Liv.
Aw.
All right. Who is wrestling's sexiest man?
I'm going to say something quite controversial. Roman Reigns.
Okay. Well, we have a tie on this one.
Okay.
17% say Cody and Ricochet are the sexiest men in wrestling.
Ricochet? No. Cody, yes.
16%. Okay, you talk to the 17% that think Ricochet is sexy. 16% say Finn Balor, 11% Roman Reigns, and Jungle Boy. 10% Drew McIntyre, 9% Adam Cole. I'm not saying others because what's the point of saying others in these kind of things?
Right.
All right. Who does the best promos?
Heyman.
24% say Cody Rhodes. Then 20% Chris Jericho, 17 MJF, 14 John Moxley, 9 Nick Aldis, 5 Daniel Bryan, 4 Juice Robinson. Who is wrestling's best TV announcer?
The guy with the mask. I always forget. Excalibur, thank you.
This one's going to surprise people. 20% say Nigel McGuinness is the best announcer in wrestling.
You know what? I can agree to that.
He's pretty
very good.
He is. 19% say Mauro Ranallo. 18% say Tony Schiavone. What a comeback for Tony. 14% say Jim Ross and Kevin Kelly. And 13% said Excalibur. All right. Who was wrestling's MVP of 2019? Not the best, the MVP.
Right. That is hard. I probably think it's Moxley.
18% say Chris Jericho.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one as well.
17% said Becky Lynch. 16 Adam Cole. 14 Brock Lesnar. 12 Cody Rhodes. And 11 said Okada.
Oh, Moxley not even on the list.
Not even on the list on that one. Okay. Now the PWI 500 will be coming up in the very near future.
Yes.
Who do you think will be number 1 in the 2020 PWI 500?
That is very hard because 2019 was a very diverse year, and I think it's getting harder and harder to predict number 1. I think they probably, since they have the new rules,
right, which we talked about last week.
Right.
But you guys
Will
can check that.
shock everybody and have a woman as number one. That is my prediction. I don't really know who.
So you're just gonna okay. So you're saying in general it will be a woman.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
just because of the new rules,
Right.
I think they will shock everybody. And
Okay. 25% think John Moxley will finish number one.
that's a very good pick. Yeah, there's a reason why I picked him as my MVP. So
23% think it'll be Adam Cole. 18% think it'll be Drew McIntyre. 13% Tetsuya Naito. 10% think Chris Jericho. Me personally,
Moxley is a very good choice.
Me personally, I think it's going to be Drew. That's my pick.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
heard it here first.
I could see that as well.
All right. Who do you think will be number one in the PWI Women's 100 in 2020?
Yeah, with the new rules, I find this kind of hard. So it has to be a woman wrestler that only wrestles with women. Mm-hmm. Because I would probably say who we all are thinking of, but she doesn't really qualify for it. I'm going to go with Asuka.
35% think Becky Lynch will be number one.
Yeah, I can have an argument for that as well.
33% think it'll be Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Right.
That's what I meant. I don't think Tessa will be on that list.
Right, but again, this was before we found out about last week. 11% say Charlotte Flair, 8% Riho, 6% Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Okay, now comes the fun part. List in order your preferences for the next 5 selections to the WWE Hall of Fame.
Well, The Undertaker. Let's just get rid of that. That's definitely my number one. My number 2 is probably The Rock. Because he's not in, right?
No, he's not in.
WWE Hall of Fame snubs.
Like Jim Boy Star says, eventually they will all get in.
That's true. I actually very much like Taz.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see Taz in there.
Okay.
We are on 3 now.
We're on 3.
Paul Heyman.
It's 4.
And I'm kind of cheating. King Kong Bundy.
That's actually not cheating. Okay. This is how the results came out. 35% picked Owen Hart.
Oh yeah. I always forget that. He's not in there.
28% picked The Rock. 18% think Ivan Koloff should go in, and he definitely should. 13% say Miss Elizabeth. That's a forgotten name when it comes up,
Oh yeah, women, yeah.
And 9% want Demolition in. So.
I have one for the Celebrity Hall of Fame. Cyndi Lauper should be in.
Oh my God, yes. Dear, why is she not in? That's the one.
I don't know.
That may be the one I don't get for celebrities. Like.
She should.
Like Andy Kaufman, I could kind of get because he went to Memphis.
Yeah.
Ali, I don't know.
I mean,
why is she not?
Lauper has done nothing wrong.
What is? Seriously.
Yeah.
All right. At press time, Raw was averaging 1.82 million weekly viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you 5 options for this. Where do you see that audience a year from now?
Much lower.
Hold on.
Much lower.
Significantly higher, significantly lower, about the
Mm-hmm.
same, slightly higher, slightly lower.
I will go slightly lower.
Okay. 56% say slightly lower. 22% said significantly lower. 12%
Yep.
said about the same. 8% said slightly higher. 2% said significantly higher.
Yep. 2% were on crack when they answered that question.
At press time, SmackDown was averaging 2.4 million weekly viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see that audience a year from now?
I think it's about the same.
About the same, okay.
Yeah.
26% say it'll be slightly lower. 24%
Okay.
say slightly higher. 22% say about the same. 15% say significantly higher. 13% say significantly lower. At press time, NXT was averaging 1.82 million weekly viewers.
Sorry, NXT were we talking about? Okay.
Yes, NXT. Where do you see that audience a year from now?
Slightly higher.
29% say slightly higher. 27% say about the same. 21% slightly lower. 13% significantly higher. 10% significantly lower. Okay, this next question, you are going to get choices. Okay? I'll read the question, and then I will read you the options. How many hours of wrestling do you watch on a weekly basis? 1 or less? 2 to 5 hours? Up to 10? 15 or more?
2 to 5.
36% say they watch up to 10 hours of wrestling a week. 29% say 15 or more. 20% said 2 to 5. 15% said 1 or less. This next question, you're going to have to pretend you're subscribed to the streaming service, okay?
Okay.
Which wrestling streaming services do you Let me try that again. Which wrestling streaming services do you subscribe to?
Mm-hmm. The WWE Network, Netflix, HBO Max, Peacock.
Oh yeah, I really gotta get on the Peacock.
Yeah, the Peacock. No, I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me tell you. 35% said the WWE Network. 18% said New Japan World. 14% said Impact Plus. Good representation for Impact. 12% said the Honor Club, which is Ring of Honor. 7% said Fight Plus. 3% said the High Spots Wrestling Network. 2% said World Wrestling Network and Independent Wrestling TV. 37% said they are not subscribed to any streaming service. Any wrestling streaming service. Okay. When deciding whether to subscribe to a streaming service, what is most important to you?
Content.
All right. Do you want the options on this one? Because I can
Sure.
give you the options on this one. Price, availability across platforms, live wrestling events, original programming, and archives.
I will go price then.
Okay. 30% say live wrestling events. 24% say archive. 18% price. 12% the availability across platforms. And 9% say original programming. Excuse me. If WWE were to move all or some of its premier events to a third-party streaming service, would you still subscribe to the network?
No.
56% said yes, they would.
Really?
44% said no.
That's very high.
All right. This next one I think is going to hurt your brain, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Sure, okay.
Which was the best WWE pay-per-view of 2019?
The right answer is I don't really remember.
Exactly.
What's the alternatives?
The alternatives are WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble,
No.
Survivor Series, and SummerSlam.
What was the second one? Sorry?
The Royal Rumble.
Let's go with that.
33% said the Survivor Series.
Okay.
24% said SummerSlam. 19% said WrestleMania. 15% said the Royal Rumble. I would have to go back, look at my notes, try to figure out what was the best.
Yeah, I don't remember any of.
I don't remember. I know we disagreed on WrestleMania. I thought highly of it. You didn't think it was that good, so.
Right.
All right. Assuming Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, and Triple H are the most influential people in wrestling, who are the next 5?
Well, Khan is definitely on the list, I would say. Tony Khan. Okay. I would have said Heyman for a very long time. Then I would probably say Cody is probably on the list.
Okay.
Then I'm going, Cohen, the singer. Yeah, thank you. Who's the last? Ooh, that's a hard one. Because Triple H was on the list, right?
He is in the first 3.
I really don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to punish you for that. Well, 100% said Tony Khan.
Right.
That's the only one that got 100%. The other 4, 70% said Cody Rhodes. 65% said Kevin Dunn. 40% said Brock Lesnar. And 25% said Gato, the current booker of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
All right.
Okay. Assuming, that's the key word, assuming WWE remains the most influential promotion, the world's most influential promotion, rank the next 5.
Well, AEW is number 2 for me. Does WWE also contend the NXT?
Yeah, they're counting NXT as part of WWE.
Okay. Then I will say AEW. Then I will probably... Who comes after AEW? Well, here's the thing. I have Impact.
Okay.
Then old school wrestling that I never forget.
Oh, NWA?
Yeah. Probably New Japan is before all those that I totally forgot.
Okay, that's 4.
And what's the Mexico one called again? The biggest one?
CMLL?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me tell you. 100% said New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, sorry, I said that so last, but I did. Yeah, I said it right. So.
98% said AEW. 80% said Ring of Honor.
I don't agree to that.
40% said Impact.
And
18% said the NWA. So
okay.
you got 4 of the 5. You should You should feel very happy for yourself.
Yeah. You know, I don't agree. I don't agree on that at all. I think Ring of Honor is way too high.
So you know what you get for getting 4 out of 5?
Mm.
The next question. At press time, Dynamite was averaging 826,000 weekly viewers.
Yeah.
Where do you see that audience a year from now?
I think it's going to be very much higher.
34% say it will be slightly higher. 21% will say significantly higher. 18% about the same. 16% slightly lower. 11% think it'll be significantly lower. All right.
I think having a free product that everybody has the opportunity to look at YouTube is a very good help and to have it. Sorry.
Which wrestler currently on the AEW roster will be the next to become a major star?
Well, all of them are major stars, so it's kind of hard.
You gotta pick one.
Ali.
Oh, why am I not surprised? 20% said Darby Allin. 19% said Orange Cassidy. 16% Britt Baker. 13% Lance Archer. 11% Jungle Boy. And 8% Sammy Guevara. Okay. Which weekly TV program do you feel has the best in-ring product?
AEW.
26% said AEW Dynamite. Then 25% said NXT. 19% said Ring of Honor Wrestling. 10% said 205 Live. 8% Impact. 7% Major League Wrestling Fusion.
Okay, cool.
All right. Which weekly TV program do you feel is the most entertaining overall?
AEW. Oh, well.
Entertaining.
Yeah, AEW.
Okay. Well, 28% said AEW Dynamite. 21% said SmackDown. 19% Raw. 14% NXT. 7% NWA Power.
Very happy with some Power along.
About that. Which weekly wrestling shows, if any, that's your key word, if any, do you watch on YouTube?
Well, that's pretty easy. I just watch one on YouTube.
What's the one?
Oh, what is it called again? I always forget.
NWA Power.
Power, thank you. So hard to remember all those, like NWA, AEW, WWE, XMLO, KLMNO, QPRS, all of them.
Hashtag first world problem.
I have a memory like a goldfish.
Well, 23% said AEW Dark. 21% said NWA Power. 19% Being the Elite. 10% Fusion. 20% said none. Okay. Now that it's no longer airing on Access TV, will New Japan find a new American TV deal within the next year?
Hell fucking yes.
63% said, hell fucking no.
Wow.
37% said yes. Okay, this next question, you're going to have 3 options.
Okay.
What did you think of WWE's decision to continue with WrestleMania in an empty arena. Did you? Oh, actually, there's 4 options. Pardon me.
Okay. Cool.
Ugh. Somewhat disapproved, somewhat approved, strongly disapproved, strongly approved.
Strongly disapproved.
33% said that they strongly approved. 28% strongly disapproved, 21% somewhat approved, and 18% somewhat disapproved. Okay, this is going to be a fun one, this next question. Should states have considered pro wrestling among the essential business allowed to continue operating throughout the COVID-19 pandemic?
Hell fucking no.
61% agreed with you. They said no. 39% said yes. Okay.
39% are wrong.
Assuming the spread of COVID-19 slows, would you be willing to attend a live pro wrestling event in the next 6 months?
Say that again.
Assuming the spread of COVID-19 slows, would you be willing to attend a live pro wrestling event in the next 6 months?
No.
72% said they would. 28% said no.
Cool.
All right. Which major wrestling promotion do you feel had the most appropriate response to COVID-19?
I'm going to say Impact, actually.
Okay. 25% said AEW. 22% said New Japan. 20% said Ring of Honor. 17% said WWE. Were they employees? 9% said Impact. 7% said Major League Wrestling. Would you watch a wrestling show comprised only of pre-taped cinematic matches in the style of the Boneyard match and the Firefly Funhouse match?
Yes.
Okay. 79% said yes, they would. 21% said no, they wouldn't. Who do you feel is the hottest free agent on the independent wrestling circuit?
Well, right now I know who's the highest free agent, but I don't know when this was written.
Right. This was before she got released. So we're
Right.
going to take her out of the picture.
but she would be the answer. I don't know.
Okay. 23% say Gallows and Anderson.
Oh, okay.
20% said Jeff Cobb. 12% Kelly Klein. 11% Leo Rush. 5% David Starr. Well, you could forget about David Starr. 3% said Nick Gage. And our final question, Fro. You have made it to the 50th and final question. Do you feel the public perception of wrestling, of pro wrestling, is better or worse than it was 5 years ago? Remember, that is
I don't know.
That is the public perception.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, 57% think that it has gotten better than it was 5 years ago. 43% said it is worse.
Okay.
And those are the questions from the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Poll 2020. Had you thinking on some of them, didn't I?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, it is time to preview some pay-per-views coming up this weekend. And we're going to start with the one that's happening on Saturday. It is Slammiversary. Now,
yeah, let's start with the boring one. I'm not saying boring in the way that you think it is, but because this is going to be the good one.
Now, I do want to mention that if you cannot get it on your pay-per-view basis, you can get it on Fight TV for $40.
Yeah, not going to happen.
You'll probably be asleep for that one, so.
Nope.
No, you're gonna try and find a stream, huh?
Oh yes, I am really looking forward to that.
And then I'll just have it on my TV on my end, and you watch it illegally, and I'll ruin your life.
Yeah.
Okay. This match was recently added a couple of days ago. We're not gonna. We don't have to make a pick if you don't want to. The Rascals, the team of Dez and Wentz, have laid out an open challenge for the pay-per-view.
Okay.
Do we want to guess who the opposing team is or no? Because I am fine with
I have no clue.
All right, then how about we just skip that one? Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Moose will be defending the TNA World Heavyweight title against Tommy Dreamer under old school rules. Meaning it is going to be a fight.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Moose.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mr.
It is just a matter of time, I think, before... Because I like what they're doing with Moose right now. It's just a matter of time. It really is. I don't know how much longer you can hold him off. Okay. Then we have a Knockouts Gauntlet match to determine the number one contender to the Knockouts title. Here are the participants. Taya, Kira Hogan, Susie, Rosemary, Nevaeh, Tasha Steelz, Kylie Ray, Alicia, Havoc, Kimber Lee, and Madison Rain are the participants.
I'm going to go with Rosemary.
I'm going to go Taya on this one. I know you don't know, but I think it's going to be Taya.
I hope not.
All right. Next match is for the X Division Championship. Willie Mack defends against Chris Bay.
Yeah, he's going to keep the title.
It's going to be the champion?
Yep.
Yeah, I think Willie Mack's going to hold on to it.
They really like him.
Yeah, they do. Now, this next match, this is the one you and I both agree we are looking forward to the most for this pay-per-view. Jordan Grace defends the Knockouts title against Deonna Purrazzo.
I really, really hope Deonna wins.
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But they would be fucking awesome laying it on her. But I'm staying with the champ. I really hope I'm wrong.
I know.
I love both of them.
I'm gonna say the champ. I'm gonna say Jordan holds on to the title.
It's going to be one hell of a match. I'm really looking forward to it.
All right. Then we have this match for the Impact Tag Team titles. The North defend the belts against the unlikely tag team of Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, I think they are going to have a switch.
The North have had the belts for 1 year.
Yep.
They're going to lose the belts to Callihan and Shamrock.
Yep.
And now we get to the main event of this pay-per-view.
That I also am looking very much forward to because of the clusterfuck it will be.
We have been on one of the craziest roads to the main event of any pay-per-view I think I have ever seen in my life. We're not going to go over what's happened, but it is for the vacant Impact World Title in a 4-way elimination match. It is Trey from the Rascals, Eddie Edwards, Ace Austin, and a mystery opponent.
I'm going with mystery opponent.
Who do you think is the mystery opponent?
I have no fucking clue.
Well, I could tell you it's not Rusev because he has tested positive with COVID-19. So
right, I think it's
we
probably...
send our get well wishes to Rusev and to Lana's parents as well. They both have it too.
But yeah, no. If it isn't mystery opponent, it will be Callahan. But I think it's probably going to be a mystery opponent.
I have no idea who the mystery opponent is going to be. Actually, you know what? I'm going to applaud Impact for keeping this under wraps so well.
Yeah.
That even I don't have an idea who it is.
But who are you going with?
I think it's going to be Ace Austin.
Yeah.
That's who I think.
I wouldn't mind that.
Well, that's going to do it for the show this week. Thank you for tuning in.
No.
No?
No, sadly, we have one more pay-per-view.
We have
sadly.
Now...
I'm not sure I'm going to call it a pay-per-view, but we have a thing on Sunday that we're going to watch.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show at Extreme Rules. That is what I'm calling it.
I just can't wait.
And
I talked to Luke
yeah.
Because we were planning this week, and I told him I was asking him if he is going to be there on Saturday or Sunday, and he said, "Oh, what are you going to see?" And I said, "I'm going to watch both." And he's like, "Is there anything interesting on Sunday?" And I was like, "Yeah, there is an eye for an eye match." And he goes, "Oh, cool. What is that?" And I say to him, "No, you don't get it. It's an eye for an eye match where the stipulation is that the eye has to be outside the socket." And Luke goes, "Cricket. And I said, "How am I not going to see a match that I have said is going to contain C-fucking-G? I'm so looking forward to that match. You have no clue."
I know.
How much? But yeah. So yeah, if people want to join Discord and talk to me and Bill on Sunday and Saturday, we will be there,
please,
right?
Yeah, please let us know. Contact me on Facebook, and I'll get you all the details. And you could join us this weekend.
We will be there.
Yeah.
Because I need a lot of alcohol to get ready for this weekend.
I'm sure somebody will stream the pay-per-view or pay-per-views. So.
Pay-per-views.
Because I don't want to deal with that bull crap again.
What do you mean? You had no problem with that the last time, did you?
Yeah, but it took me like 45 minutes to figure out what the hell I was doing.
Yeah, so Bill is going to stream it for you, so
Oh, shit.
don't worry. Don't worry.
All right.
I love you.
Let's get through this list.
Yes.
Okay, so we start off with Apollo Crews defending the United States title against MVP.
Yeah, Apollo Crews.
I would think Apollo Crews would win this match.
He just won it.
I know, but now it's Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins, eye for an eye match.
Sorry, what is that? What's the stipulation of that? Oh, I'm kidding. I am going to go with Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Rey, because this would be a good.
I mean, I have to have my wildest dreams of getting Seth Rollins to be a pirate on the next show come true. So
I think this is what I'm thinking. If Seth loses the match, this would be the perfect way to write him off, for him to be with Becky to help get ready for the baby.
That is totally what they're doing. So he needs to lose it.
I hope.
And then he comes back as a giant heel with one eye.
Boy, I was about to say something absolutely stupid. Thank God I didn't.
What? Come on.
No.
Come on.
I have to lower myself?
Yes. Yes.
I was going to say at least the eye is going to grow back.
Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh.
And you know they would do that too. You know they do.
Well.
Look, folks, I've had a rough week this week. My football team lost its name.
Anyway.
Anyway,
How did it lose its name?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Bayley is going to defend the SmackDown Women's title against Nikki Cross.
I think this is harder than everybody believes, actually. Because they really like Nikki Cross.
They do.
And I need a title change. Is it here, though? Yeah, fuck it.
Ooh,
Title change.
Wow.
Yep.
That's taking some balls there.
Choo-choo.
I'm going to say Bayley keeps the belt.
You're probably right, but
right.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have Asuka defending the Raw Women's title against Sasha Banks.
Asuka.
Come on, Asuka.
That's maybe the most easy thing so far.
Well, now I think we're getting to the easiest one. Drew McIntyre defending the WWE title against Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler picks the stipulation. We do not know what the stipulation for the match is. So let's do a two-parter. What's the stipulation? Who wins the match?
Stipulation is winner is the one that loses, and I don't know. I don't know stipulation. I have no clue. It's an extreme rule, so maybe something extreme? I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's going to... You know what? I was thinking about it while you were talking. At first, I was going to say he's going to ban the Claymore kick. But then...
Ooh, that's a good one.
But you said it'll be something extreme. We don't have an Extreme Rules match on this pay-per-view. Let's make it an Extreme Rules match.
I think it's probably that.
And Drew will retain the WWE title.
Yes. We don't care about the stipulation. We just go to say Drew retains.
All right. And then the main event of the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm about to say is very important. This
Mm-hmm.
is a non-title match.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. It is a non-title match. Braun Strowman against Bray Wyatt in a Wyatt swamp fight.
Wyatt!
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
It's so obvious. Oh,
Is this going to be
it's
worse?
so obvious.
Is this going to be worse than Backlash?
I don't know. I almost got cancer watching Backlash, so I hope not.
Wow. That's terrible to say.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So that is...
I'm a terrible human being. I thought you knew that.
The horror show at Extreme Rules. My God, it is going to be an absolute nightmare.
I'm really, really, really looking forward to absolutely nothing about that pay-per-view other than
the eye for an eye match.
Eye match. Yes.
Because it's so dumb that we want to see it. So.
I probably will go to bed right away when that match is done, to be honest.
Yeah, you're not going to stay with us for the rest.
No, probably just going to see the eye for an eye match and go to bed.
What if it's first?
Even though.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to make a call to Titan Towers, see if they can schedule that match to be last.
I think it's going to be last, to be honest.
It very well might.
I think well, it depends. I think maybe what they will do is either have it first or last. Because I think the Swamp match is going either first or last. So I think the smart thing would be that they do it first, but that's me personally. I think they will do it first and then they will end it with the Swamp match.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
We will wait and see.
All right, well, let's get into the plugs. If you have any questions or comments or concerns about my well-being after this week's show, send an email, wrestlingman@thatwrestlingshow.com. Follow the show on Twitter @WrestlingShow11. Follow us on Instagram, That Wrestling Show. Join the Facebook group, That Wrestling Show fan group. You just add yourself in. Boom, you're into the group. And if you can't find it, it's okay. I post the link in the description of each and every episode. And check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/thatwrestlingshow. If you like what we're doing here, then you should check out our Patreon page because we have some extra content on there that is really, really good. And don't forget about the merchandise, teespring.com/store/that wrestling show.
Podcast.
Yes. Fro, what did you guys discuss on another Digital Citizen this week?
What did we talk about this week? Very good question. I almost forgot. It's like, oh, you mean the show I had 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
That I should remember by heart that we talked about? Hey, we talked about deep fakes.
Deep things?
Deep fakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how they use deep fakes in media and things like Facebook and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very interesting.
Well, let's do what we usually do with some of our podcasts that you guys should check out. Check out our Vantage Point, the Retro Wrestling Podcast with Joe Murata and Michael Quinn. They take you through the world of retro wrestling really like no other show does. This week, in their Up-and-Comers segment, they discuss heavy metal Van Hammer. Wonder how many of you guys remember him. Plus, week 2 of the Royal Flush of the Worst Talkers, and a review of Continental Wrestling from July 1986. That is our Vantage Point, the Retro Wrestling Podcast. Now, if you're looking, one individual, well, he's not really lonely. But one individual to talk about wrestling, an episode a week. And check out.
Get greetings from Allentown.
Yes, it is Peter Winston. He watches one episode of wrestling each week in his own unique way. This week, he reviews an episode of ECW Hardcore TV from October 17th, 1995. So check that out. Greetings from Allentown. Also, check out Juice Pro Wrestling. This week, Juice has special guest Dusty Squires from the band Night Demon joining them. They discuss topics such as attending WrestleMania 10 and 11, that poor soul, the Ultimate Warrior, his love of 80s metal, and much, much more. That is Juice Pro Wrestling. And this is, unfortunately, the final time that we can plug The Road Home from Wrestling with Drucifer Jones. They decided to end the podcast, but they did one final episode, so check it out. He's probably going to focus more on the New Japan podcast, which we can plug if we decide to. So check that out. If you're looking for non-wrestling related podcasts, then check out the Best Pick podcast with Tom, John, and Jess as they watch each and every Academy Award-winning Best Picture movie in no particular order. This week, they discuss the Best Picture winner of 1963, Tom Jones.
Not a fan, to be honest.
I saw that for the first time on Sunday, and I rather enjoyed it.
Okay, cool.
Let me tell you the other nominees for Best Picture that year. America. Usually I do it in alphabetical order, but I'm gonna skip it this one time because I want to save the second one for last. How the West Was Won, Lilies of the Field, and Cleopatra.
Oh, I love me some Cleopatra.
And they go in depth into the whole production of Cleopatra and how much of a cluster it really was.
That was such a cluster.
I mean, you get to learn in the episode what Rex Harrison's nickname was on set of the movie, which is pretty funny. And then you also get to hear Richard Burton screaming about something he did while during the making of the movie. It's pretty funny.
Okay. Cool.
But check it out. The Best Pick Movie podcast. Now, also, we have Unspooled with Tom and Amy. They watch each and every movie on AFI's list of the 100 greatest movies of all time, the 2007 edition. Fro, they have made it to movie 100, the final movie on the list. This week, they discuss Casablanca.
Ooh, classic.
I have not seen the whole movie. I've seen bits of it, but I've never seen the whole movie. So, check that out, Unspooled with Paul and Amy. Also, check out Last Stop Penn Station with Carrie Silkin and Ian Riccaboni as we take a look into the life of Carrie Silkin. This week's episode, Carrie takes us to high school, plus so much more. It is Last Stop Penn Station. Also, check out The Castle Vault, which is a chronological deep dive of Disney animated films powered by Disney+. This week, they discuss Pocahontas.
Okay.
Not that good of a movie.
Nope.
Not that good. Unfortunately, there's going to be no new episode of Shark's Pond. I'm still waiting for the Season 10 DVD to come. But hopefully it'll be back up real soon. And I do want to plug this. there's been a couple of schedule changes because I had said last week that Jim and I's review of All I Want for Christmas Is You, the Mariah Carey movie, was going to be up this past Sunday. It ended up getting pushed back because Fro and I were on WW Free, where we watched SummerSlam 2010. And then Jim scheduled the movie review to be on this week, but it got pushed back to next Sunday because if you want something real extreme, Jim and I did a watch-along of ECW Living Dangerously 1998. So you could join us for the watch-along and maybe not watch Extreme Rules. Alright, well, next week we're going to review both pay-per-views. Hopefully Fro...
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to that.
Oh boy, this is going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be a fun weekend. Plus, we'll have wrestling news and so much more. So, on that note, thank you for tuning in to That Wrestling Show, the podcast where all pro wrestling matters. And as always,
Coke is life!
God help me.